Live from the KDKA Broadcast Center in downtown Pittsburgh. This is KDKA TV News at 10 on the CW.
Good evening. I'm Ken Rice. Breaking news tonight: a vandalism spree in Shadyside. David Highfield joins us live with the story. David.
Ken, and we're talking about quite a bit of damage. Windows being smashed here on Walnut Street. Right behind me here, this is Banana Republic. You can see this window smashed, that window smashed, those windows are smashed. Down there, that Thai restaurant, front windows are smashed out. Numerous stores up and down here. This clothing store over here, it's also a victim of vandalism here with the windows smashed out. Now, we have some video that Susan Copen actually shot earlier tonight from here on Walnut Street. Now, witnesses are saying they saw a group of 20 to 30 people dressed in black. They were carrying red and black flags and signs mentioning anarchy, and they are the ones responsible for smashing out these windows. Please tell me, they don't know how they were smashed out right now, whether they used rocks or crowbars or what the weapon was, but some witnesses say they saw firecrackers being set off on Walnut Street, and one man told me that a group of these folks dressed in black came running into the Apple store all out of breath. Here's what one witness told us.
All of a sudden we heard firecrackers outside the store, and then, you know, some smashing, and then I really didn't hear anything else. Continued to look at the watch, and then a group of young men, about 7 or 8 young men, all dressed in black, came shuffling into the Apple store. They weren't wearing masks, but they were all out of breath.
All right, we're back live here on Walnut Street, taking a look at just some of the damage here as folks and shop owners are trying to clean things up tonight. Now, police tell me they did stop some people. They have not made any arrests at this point. They're still investigating this, and a police spokesperson showed up a short time ago. She's going to give us the very latest information, and we'll have it for you coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. The good news is no injuries here tonight. That's the very latest. Reporting live from Shadyside, David Highfield, KDKA TV News on Pittsburgh, CW.
All right, David, thanks. When people heard the intense wind and saw all the damage, some thought a tornado roared through their neighborhoods. Plum was one of the hardest hit areas last night. Kim Gable is there live with the latest. Kim.
And Ken, that storm came through here fast and hard last night, but it was not a tornado. That is according to the National Weather Service, which had analysts out here in this neighborhood today. You can see here behind us this huge tree that came crashing down. There is damage just like this all throughout this community. But I want you to take a look at something else. If you can walk with me over here, this round circle of dirt. Well, up until yesterday, the family's trampoline was right here. Right now, it's 2 houses down the road.
Path of the wind shear came through there.
Ken Painter, like most residents in the Rampart subdivision in Plum, was caught off guard by the fierce and sudden impact of Thursday night's storm.
It sounded like a freight train was coming through, and I could barely see the trees in the back because it got so dark, but I could see the shadows of them falling and heard them. The house was shaking.
Just enough time to make some split-second decisions to keep their families safe.
We pulled into the driveway and just was running as fast as we could. And as soon as we got into our house, we felt the house shaking, and we heard a bunch of crashing noises, and actually the water even in the toilet was spinning because we were hiding in the bathroom, and the tree fell on our house.
It was scary. I actually put the kids in the basement. It was so strong. We didn't know if anything was going to come through the windows or if it was a tornado.
Trees, trampolines, chimneys, rooftops. Nothing stood a chance against the intensity of the violent but short-lived blast of severe weather.
When I saw it, it was like, oh my goodness, what just happened? But no one got hurt, so that's the best thing.
Bringing you back now to a live look at the tree that fell in the backyard of this home here in Plum. And everybody tends to agree with Terrence. All of this, of course, can be cleaned up. All of the damage can be eradicated and things can be replaced. However, they're very thankful that nobody was injured. Now, Plum was not the only area in this region that was hard hit. Some of the other regions in Allegheny County that folks are talking about: McKeesport, North Braddock, North Versailles, and also Penn Hills. We're live tonight in Plum. Kim Gable, KDKA TV News on Pittsburgh CW.
Kim, thanks. The Mon Wharf parking lot is closed as a flood advisory remains in effect tonight. The National Weather Service says the wharf and parts of the North Shore Riverwalk could flood over the next 2 days as the river crests. The advisory runs through Sunday night. Well, quiet out there tonight after a beautiful afternoon. Will the nice weather be sticking around through the weekend? Chief Meteorologist Jeff Rosella will have the details coming up here at 10:17. Investigators say a fire that injured a 71-year-old woman was intentionally set. It happened in January on 3rd Street in Jeanette. Betsy Long escaped the home but needed to be hospitalized.
She put clothes out for kids, you know, take them to church and give them to poor people. They went by and they hit it with accelerant and a match or something. And they laid it up against the vinyl siding. That's what caught fire. Should have died in there from smoke.
Investigators are trying to figure out if other fires in that area were also deliberate. A man hired to keep kids safe is accused of doing the opposite. Lawrence Jetter is the security guard at Shaler High School. Police say he confessed to writing a bomb threat on a bathroom wall at the school last month and then setting a fire there this week. Investigators say they matched his handwriting from a report to the handwriting on that bathroom wall. Police say whoever made a hoax phone call initiating a SWAT situation will face charges. Someone called Pittsburgh Police homicide, saying a man harmed his son. SWAT surrounded the reported address in Brighton Heights, but no one was home. Police eventually found the man and the 4-year-old boy in question at a friend's house in Penn Hills. The boy was fine and the man was confused.
Did you call the police? It
No.
wasn't you.
I was upstairs. My mother came upstairs and said, I think the Army or something's outside.
The man told police he has full custody of the boy. Whoever made that phone call could face charges. One person was hurt when a bullet came through the front window of a local bar. Police say it happened right after two groups got into a shouting match at Pearl's Cafe on McClure Street in Homestead. One person there was arrested. Tonight, police offering $10,000 for information about a bank robbery. Police say two men in dark clothes and ski masks held up the First Niagara Bank on Babcock Boulevard in Ross. One of them leaped over the counter. Police say they do have some leads there. A woman is hoping to find two strangers who saved the life of her partner after he went into cardiac arrest. The story's gotten national attention after she wrote an article published by the Huffington Post. David Highfield has more.
I really want to try to thank these two young men, if possible. You know, I would love for them to hear somehow how grateful we are.
I talked with Rebecca Bratsby's over FaceTime from her home in New York, where she lives with her partner in life, Alan Schultz, and their 8-year-old daughter. Schultz is a composer. And it was March of last year when he was at a concert where some of his music was being performed at Desiree Soteris's home in Shadyside. You were coming back right through here?
We were walking back through here, and in fact, I went a little ahead and went inside the house.
They were coming back from dinner when Schultz went into cardiac arrest in this alley, Yardley Way. The group he was with didn't know CPR, but then
the two people came from nowhere. They just appeared. I think they were students.
Bratsby's was in New York, but she believes those men saved his life.
These two young men apparently appeared out of nowhere and started to administer CPR, and as soon as the EMTs arrived, they disappeared. So we have no idea who they are. Schultz was taken to UPMC Shadyside. He remained in a coma for weeks. It's been a very long road for him.
According to all the doctors, they can't believe how well I'm doing.
He's making amazing progress.
It's getting better. My walking finally came back. You know, I was completely blind at the very beginning.
And as for those two men who saved him,
if I can meet you, my God, I just want to say thank you.
David Highfield, KDKA TV News.
Ticks are back, the new rare but dangerous virus some are carrying. Plus, the Rolling Stones are going to hit Pittsburgh this summer. Why getting a good seat isn't as simple as it used to be. And a unique PSA is turning heads, and why that is the whole point. Next.
Monday at 7:30 on Your Pittsburgh.
I love Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh. Michael Keaton doesn't just come back to the Berg to visit. See what else he does that most people don't know about.
Then this blows my mind. It's like a peek into the future. Pittsburghers with ideas that'll change our lives. They're predicting one day your laptop will go away and your computer will be inside a light fixture like this.
Plus a new Italian restaurant with a cool treat for wine lovers.
Cheers.
Cheers. 7:30 Monday on KDKA TV.